Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to try to do this one talking. I am not that great, but here I'm applying some moisturizer to my eyes. It's very important that when we work in the delicate eye area, we use our hard finger, ring finger, yes, ring finger, and be very gentle, okay, very gentle, because the skin around our eyes is as thin as a layer of an onion, okay? So we need to be very gentle, very, very gentle. Okay, in today's video, I'm going to talk you through what I do when I do my makeup, because I have been doing makeup tutorials for you guys, and even though I write in the title that my makeup tutorials are specifically for hooded eyes, I have not spoken to you on why I do the things I do when I do my makeup, okay? At least my eyeshadows. So today I want to go through this and explain to you the reason why I do the way I do when I do my eyeshadows, okay? The hooded eye is a very difficult eye shape to work with because, and I am going to explain to you, I hope that you can see it on the video, what makes an eye a hooded eye, okay? Let me grab this one. Sorry, my dog is here. She's being very annoying. I don't know if you can see in the background, I have that figure there. It's a fox or a cat. And for some reason, she thinks that thing is alive. So she's been crying for it constantly because I put it there. And I showed it to her, but I guess that she doesn't understand it. Okay, here we go. Back to eyes. Now, if you hold the mirror and you look straight into that mirror, you see what happens with the lid? This part right here, which is, it would be in any other eye, that's considered to be the crease. Well, it becomes a hood and it covers the mobile lid. So if you put any shadow there, when you open your eyes and you're looking straight ahead, you can't see nothing because the hood covers most of the eye. Now, this is an issue and it's progressive as we get older and gravity keeps pulling on our body and our skin. This gets worse. So I've just learned how to work with it to make it so that it doesn't look so hooded when I apply makeup, and that's what I want to share with you guys today, okay? Now, I already applied the moisturizer in my eyes. I hope that this is recording. Let me stop and let me check. Hold on. Okay, for a moment there, I thought that I wasn't recording. Whew. Okay. Now, I'm going to begin by prepping my eye with some concealer. It's just for the purpose of the video, okay? Because this is what I do when I'm putting my makeup. Usually I get my eyebrows done, but you can do it with your makeup sponge. This is the Real Techniques makeup sponge. And that concealer I use is the Fit Me concealer by Maybelline in the shade Sand Sable. Sable Sand or Sand Sable. Okay. So This is done. And now I'm gonna set it. You can use a makeup brush. You can use your beauty sponge. And I am using this shade by Maybelline. It's one of the expert eyes. And you know that the other day I kept calling and saying that it was vanilla. That's not the right color. It's not vanilla. That's not the name. I took a picture when I went to Walmart the other day. And my allergies are driving me insane. And I don't know if it happens to you guys, but I cannot take anything. Oh, I'm sorry. Forgive me, guys. Everything that says that is non-drowsy makes me drowsy. Okay, so eye is set. Concealer is set. This concealer, I usually when I do heavier makeup, I use the Maybelline Age Rewind one. It's a lot more, it gives me more coverage, so it cancels all my veins and the discoloration and all that. But today I'm not doing a full face of makeup, so we should be good. Okay, next step. I'm going to take this makeup brush. This is an eyeshadow brush. Blending eyeshadow brush by Beauty Accents. I believe I paid anywhere from $1 to $2 for this brush. And I love it. I love it. Well, you could use a contour shade for this. But since I have been working with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, I'm going to use one of their shades. You could use butter. You could use puder. Those two shades, any of those two shades work well with my skin tone. So just because I want to make sure that you guys can see what I'm doing, I'm going to use puder since it's a little bit darker. Okay? So I just load my brush. Now, this right here, this area right here, is my real crease, okay? Now, watch out. Let me show you with, where is it? Hold on. Are they here? No, they're not here. They're not here. What did I do with them? Did I leave them over there? I think I left them in the other. Oh, I may have one here. Well, but if I use that one, it's not gonna. Okay, so now watch what happens if I put the eyeshadow here in my natural crease. You see what happens? It's not gonna show. So, looking straight ahead, I'm going to bring my crease up to this right here, up to this place or space right here, okay? So you can do it this way, because that's going to give you the exact placement. Now look at that. You see how far high I have to go? Right here. I moved it right there. Now this You can make it as light or as intense as you would like. I usually start with a medium shade because a lighter would be too light. It would be my skin color and it's not gonna show. Anything else I do is not, it won't show. So this is the perfect shade, either this or butter or even pukey from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. Okay, so now when I look straight ahead, you can see that shade right there. You see it? Now, you can bring it all the way in. Now, another thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is how to know where to place or where to start and end your eyebrow. And the measurement is very simple. I'm gonna use this. How do you call this? I don't know. But this is what I use to take products out of things like pots and all that, so I don't put my finger or I don't dip with my brush. Okay, just to keep it sanitized. So you placed. This is how you measure. I hope that you guys can see me straight ahead. Okay, so with the tear duct, or where your inner corner starts, you line that to your nose, to the outside of your nose, and you go straight ahead. Now, if you look, I have a little bit more eyebrows on the inside, okay? So this would be the exact measurement, but you see I have a little bit of brows. Why? Well, my nose is not a huge nose, but I feel like it's a little too big. So by leaving my eyebrows or putting makeup a little further in, I create the illusion that my nose, when I put my makeup and I contour my nose, I create the illusion that I have a thinner or skinnier nose, okay? So that's why my eyebrows start there, okay? Now, the next measurement is where do my eyebrows or my eyeshadow should stop. The lower you bring the eyeshadow, the droopier you will make your eyes. So, in that case, if your eyes are already drooped down or downturned, meaning that the outer corner is lower than your inner corner when you look straight in the mirror, then you have to be very, very careful how far down you're going to take your eyeshadows, okay? The next measurement is the outside of your nose to the outer corner of your eye, and then it's a line, an imaginary line, okay? In my case, I go a little further out. The reason why is because of my hood, okay? Because if I look straight, and I did it exactly how I'm telling you, it will look like my eye is shorter, okay? It doesn't look good. So because I have a hood, or my lid is hooded, I just bring it a little further out, okay? I extend. Instead of using this outer corner, I bring it a little further out right there, and that's the corner I use, okay? So a little further out, and you can see that's where my eyebrows end, okay? Now, where should the arch go? Looking straight ahead, you look at your iris, okay, or the pupil. to the corner of your mouth, okay? Right there, okay? That's where my arch is at. Got it? Here, here, and with the mouth, here, okay? Now, that being said, let's go back to this. We just want to make sure that this crease, this new crease that we created, is well defined, okay? Now, why do I bring this transition or new crease color that I'm creating all the way in? Well, if I don't, my eyes look like they're wide set apart, okay? Now, by me bringing that shade in, all the way in, I make sure that my eyes stay centered, that it doesn't look like my eyes are too far apart, okay? Now, if your eyes were too far apart and you want to create the illusion to make them closer together, you concentrate your darkest shades on this part of your lid, okay? That creates the illusion that your eyes are further in, okay? If your eyes are very close together, then you would concentrate your darkest shades on this part, okay? Making or creating the illusion that your eyes are wider apart. But for me, in my case, I go here, okay? Now, do I go with the all the dark shades in? No, because if I do, then I create the illusion that my eyes are closer together. It's just with this mid-tone shade that I can bring it all the way in, okay? So I'm contouring my eyes. I am contouring my eyes because I have to make sure that my eyes look the way they should before I start placing other colors, and then they're gonna look like, then the entire look is not gonna be cohesive. It's not gonna look well put together. Okay. See that? Now, let's change from this shape to a smaller one. Okay. Both of them are long bristles. However, this one is tighter. It's not as wide or as denser as this one. Okay? And this one is from Cara Cosmetics. This is their blending brush, and it's number 15. Now, let's pick a darker color. And from the Jacqueline Morphe palette, I'm taking Mocha. I load my brush and I tap the excess. Now, always start placing the first time on the outside of your eye. That's where you're gonna deposit the most color, okay? So instead of me going all the way up to where I placed the eyeshadow, the first one, I'm going to go now to what would be the deepest part of my crease, of this new crease that I created, okay? So I start here, and I am very gently doing back and forth motions, so left to right motions, okay? Now, you see how I'm holding the brush? If you hold the brush here, you put more pressure. The further apart from the bristles you hold the brush, the less pressure you apply, okay? That's what you want. Less pressure. And if you notice, I'm not going all the way in. Remember what I told you. I don't want to create my, I don't want to bring my eyes together. I want them to stay where, oh, sorry, where they at, okay? So, right here. And now I'm making small circular motions, okay? Small circular motions. Okay, now, okay guys, I don't know what happened, but my camera stopped recording. I'm so sorry. I'm just going to go over what I did. I worked the darkest shade, which is Central Park, from this palette, from the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette, with this brush. Now I was explaining that I went from under, right here. I tilt my head to the side and I go this way from under, and I work the darkest shade to deepen this new crease, okay? And then I went here in the corner, trying to do the corner, okay, of my eye to create the illusion that my eyes are upturned, not downturned, okay? Then I curled my lashes. Oh, I went with the first shade that is not from the Morphe palette and this brush, and I placed it right here on the lid. I could have used a shimmery shade, but I wanted to stay with all matte shade for the purpose of this video. I'm sorry. Ooh, please forgive me. Then I curled my lashes. Before I curled my lashes, I went in with a flat defining brush in the shade Central Park, and I stamped it on the upper lashes, and I went in with a pencil brush, this one by Cara Cosmetics, and I placed mocha on my bottom lid, okay? And then with the flat defining brush, I went along my lash line from the center to the corner, outer corner of my eye, and I stamped along the lashes, okay, along the lash line. Then I curled my lashes and applied the mascara, the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal in Black is Black, okay? And this is the finished product. If you can see, this eye looks a lot more awake and open versus this one that looks really hooded, okay? So this is the real effect. This is what I do every time I do my eyeshadow. Can you please stop? She don't let me. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I'm looking forward to creating more videos for you guys. Leave me your comments. What would you like to see next? And take care. Bye.